Hola, ¿qué tal? Bienvenidos a Red Dead Redemption. Este maravilloso juego que es un recordatorio de Rockstar que también saben hacer juegos que no sean Grand Theft Auto. Y además que los videojuegos pueden ser un arte si se utiliza el ingenio adecuado. Este juego me lo compré cuando acababa de salir en el año 2010 y desde que lo pasé no lo he vuelto a jugar más que para una partida multijugador ocasional. Por lo tanto, aquí estamos y vamos a revivir esta grandiosa historia de vaqueros que ya casi no recuerdo. Así que comencemos. Dice pulsa Start. Buscando descarga de contenido, pero no estoy conectado a internet. Vamos a jugar la historia de un jugador. Perseguidas de los no muertos no lo tengo. Así que vamos por Red Dead Redemption. Disfruté muchísimo cuando lo pasé hace 5 años. La historia es larga, al igual que los Grand Theft Auto, pero excelente. Hubo dos razones por las que compré este juego. Por ser de Rockstar y por ser de vaqueros. Ups, empezamos aquí en mi antigua partida, así que vamos a comenzar una nueva. Porque esta ya no la recuerdo absolutamente para nada. Éxodo en Estados Unidos. Vamos a esperar a que cargue el juego. Rockstar Games presenta Red Dead Redemption.
Well, I, for one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we helped the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? It hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently, the Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other, and who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Ve a la taberna. Entonces, la jugabilidad es prácticamente igual que la de Grand Theft Auto, porque obviamente son los mismos creadores. Y si habrán jugado alguna vez Bali, también se darán cuenta que es muy parecida. Mantén pulsado A para correr.
You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
Sigue Jake hasta los caballos.
Well, here, let's mount up and hit the trail.
Montar en el caballo y vamos.
Take it easy until we're out of town. Ain't no point in causing a ruckus. Whoa, now.
Wow, ¿cómo acelero? Ah, ya. Creo. Acompaña a Jake a Fort Mercer. Para spoilear el caballo acelera, pulsa. Si mantienes pulsado otro caballo mantendrá. ¿What? Ah, sí, creo que mantiene el paso de mi acompañante.
So it's Fort Mercer you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I says, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as an ulcerated back tooth. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
Normalmente voy a tender a guardar silencio durante las conversaciones para escucharlas yo y ustedes también.
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hold up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all? Yeah, so it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
Gio. You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing.
Damn coyotes. What a waste of good meat. Not far now, Mr. Marston. The fort's just over this hill.
Hey.
Listen, mister. This here is what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Acércate a Fort Mercer. ¿No puedo correr el caballo? No. Ah, no, sí. Si presiona varias veces A, corre.
Bill! Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge. No more Dutch. And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh. Poor John.
Bueno, parece que nuestro protagonista no es muy inteligente. Y se desangra rápidamente. Nuevos amigos, viejos problemas. Qué confianza esa de recoger a alguien. ¿Cómo saben que yo no soy un criminal y los voy a asesinar si me ayudan?
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarland. Miss Bonnie McFarland.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarland. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
Was trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Bien, ahora tenemos que ir con Bonnie McFarlane. Parece que nuestro personaje está un poco resentido de la bala, pero podemos correr de todas maneras. Mueve para caminar, para mirar a tu alrededor. Sí, ya había hecho eso antes, gracias por decirme hasta ahora.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
I sure can use an extra pair of hands round here. Let's see if we can get you back in the saddle.
Camine con Bonnie. ¿Cómo se me olvida cómo montar a caballos? Y lo acabo de hacer hace como 2-3 días en el juego. Porque en la vida real lo hice hace como 10 minutos.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
I picked out a fine horse for you.
Monta en tu nuevo caballo.
Come on, time for you to see what a real ranch looks like.
Vamos a acompañar a la señorita Bonnie. Cuando cabalgues junto a un compañero puedes mantener pulsado A para ir al mismo ritmo que ellos. ¿Por qué no me dijeron eso cuando estaba cabalgando con el otro tipo?
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase.
Qué maleducada.
That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better.
Si mal no recuerdo, el juego está basado en el año 1910, creo.
That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl.
Que es cuando está de moda esto del ferrocarril. Y se empezaron a construir los primeros vehículos. Lleva el caballo hasta el poste. Solo puedes guardar un caballo a la vez, como si fueran carros. A ver, X. Ve a casa de Bonnie. Eso me agrada, ¿Qué vamos a hacer en casa de Bonnie?
How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Insisto, qué confianza para alguien que acabas de conocer.
Mr. Marston.
Miss McFarland.
Remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do.
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time. We'd best get moving. This is a dangerous time of night for us.
Monta a caballo. Entonces vamos a alejar a los coyotes. Voy después de usted, señorita.
Let's go. Keep your eyes open and try not to get yourself shot again.
Eso nomás pasó porque yo no estaba controlando el personaje. Además, no creo que un coyote me pueda disparar.
I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team.
Ok, no tengo balas. Ah, sí, tengo 67 balas. Hay que hacerlas rendir.
I don't believe it. Those damn rabbits are back. Give me a hand with them, will you?
Ah, no, vamos por conejos.
Let's see that rifle. I want a couple of these for the pop. You got one.
Como eso. Ay, yo creí que tenía... que apuntaba automáticamente. A ver.
You're better at shooting rabbits than outlaws, aren't you? Nice shooting. Good shot. You're a good shot, Mr. Marston.
No recuerdo cómo recargar. No.
Let's get going.
¿Cómo recargo? Bueno, luego lo averiguo.
If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Damn coyotes are back! We can't afford to lose any more livestock. Kill them, Mr. Marston.
Toma eso.
That coyote won't be back.
Ahora sí vamos por coyotes. Coyoris. Ah, no veo ninguno.
Let's go.
Come on, they're headed for the city. Good shooting, Mr. Marston.
Parecen perros más que coyotes. ¿Dónde hay otro? Ah, por acá. Wow, wow, wow. Ya te vi. Desgraciado.
Well, we got rid of the coyotes. I just wish we'd saved all the chickens. Come on, I'll show you the way to your room.
Go.
Qué bonito se ve el cielo.
You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
This is you, Mr. Marston.
Ata el caballo al poste. Si te separas de tu caballo, regresará al poste que hay afuera de tu casa. Bueno, les costé $15, pero encima me regalaron un caballo.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
Si quieres guardar las partidas, duerme en la cama. Si duermes, te levantarás 6 horas más tarde. También puedes coger munición del baúl de la habitación. Ok, pero puedo agarrar munición que yo metí. Wow, ok, me da munición aunque yo no haya guardado anteriormente ahí. Entonces vamos a guardar la partida. A ver, menú de guardado, no vamos a 11 del 11, 13 del 11. Vamos a guardarlo en nuevos amigos, viejos problemas. Y bien, hasta aquí vamos a dejar esta parte número 1. Recuerden de que si el video les gustó y quieren ver más, denle me gusta, suscríbanse y nos vemos en la segunda parte de Red Dead Redemption. Saludos.